Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Freezerburns. As always, I'm your host Greg, the frozen food master. And you're joining me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle one box at a time. Today, I'm reviewing this. Gina Lina's Homestyle Meatballs, $3.99 for this bag. Ready to get this out of the bag. We're gonna cook these in the microwave, see how it looks, see how it cooks. Get these little tiny meatballs deep down into my belly. Freezerburns starts right now.
If you spend some time on Freezerburns, then you might stave off the stomach churns. Greg's the frozen food master. He's best bud to your taste buds.
Once again, today we're reviewing the Gina Lina's Homestyle Meatballs. $3.99 for this bag, and I want to get something right out of the way. I can't stop thinking about 40-year-old virgin, and I so want to call this Gina's Lina's. But I'm pretty sure it's Gina's Lina's.
Gina, hey, what's up?
Homestyle meatballs. Fully cooked, $3.99 for this small bag. But it's tough to really put a weight on how much does it cost for pre-made meatballs. This is meatballs that are good for a meatball sub, maybe spaghetti and meatballs. Maybe you don't necessarily want to go Italian style and you want to do like a Swedish type meatball style, or you just want to eat meatballs plain. We're going to cook these in the microwave today. Let's take a look at how it looks in the bag. And I got to tell you, the Photoshop job on this image is not too good. The highlights on here make it look really plastic, looks like a plastic meatball. And that's really not too appealing. And then all the proportions are off again with this tomato and random piece of parsley or something on this bed of noodles. What does it say on the outside? Fully cooked, Gina Lina's from Quaker made homestyle meatballs, microwavable, no added MSG, artificial flavors or colors. Just heat and serve for dinner, parties, or snack. Cocktail size meatballs, net weight 12.8 ounces. Heating instructions. There's really two different ways to heat this. You can mix this in what it says unheated gravy or spaghetti sauce, and then basically you're just cooking that thing up with the rest of your sauce. Or you can cook it separately in the microwave, and that's how we're going to prepare it today. Microwave instructions: arrange meatballs in a circle on microwave safe dish. Cover, always heat on high, 100%. Heat for ½ minute per serving, so 1/2 minute for 8 meatballs. Rotate dish a quarter turn, heat for an additional ½ minute per serving or until hot. So basically what I'm going to do is cook this for a minute because I got a little turnstile on my microwave. That's going to be constantly rotating. Nutrition facts. Serving size is 8 meatballs, that's 3.2 ounces. There's about 4 servings per container. Each serving has 210 calories. 130 of those calories are from fat and 14 grams total fat. There is ½ gram of trans fat in here, which is not always the best thing, and 13 grams of protein. Let's see how this looks uncooked. It's in a resealable package, and that's always nice. We got a little Ziploc action, because I really don't feel like eating 32 meatballs. Let's take a look at these. This is, I don't know, maybe the size a little bit bigger than a gobstopper, between a gobstopper and a ping pong ball. Light brownish in color, almost a caramel type color. And it smells like just like a meatball. Like, smells like basically just ground beef. There is no hint of Italian spices or anything like that. Just smells like ground beef, and that's always a good thing. Small enough that I don't doubt they're going to cook all the way through in the microwave, especially at 1 minute, and especially that I have 8 of them on a plate all spread out. We'll see how this looks when it comes out of the microwave when we come back. Here's how they look coming out of the microwave. I cooked them for a full minute, covered, rotating the whole time on high, and you know, they're definitely cooked all the way through. They've shrunk a little bit in size, and now they're kind of like a very thick Mento, right? Where it once was a ball, a sphere, and it's now squished on the top and the bottom. They've kind of deflated a bit. As I was cooking it, I looked on the bag and saw what the ingredients were. Now, what's the worst thing about a meatball? In my opinion, the worst thing about a meatball is when there's not enough meat and there's too much breadcrumb. too much filler, and I'd be interested to see how this tastes. There is beef and pork and turkey in this meatball, and I'll tell you right now, you know, when I smell this, it actually smells like chicken. It smells, if I didn't know this was a meatball, I'd take a smell of this and I'd be like, this smells like the Colonel's original recipe fried chicken. KFC style, before they sold out and went KGC. This is KFC original recipe smell. Yeah, there's no question about that. It smells like fried chicken to me. So, now we know how it smells. Most importantly, how do these little nuggets, these little meatballs, how do they taste? There's a lot of filler in here, guys. Although there's no question there's some meat, it is just so processed on the inside. It's just a very generic meatball. Still picking up those spices. Whatever the spice is on KFC, they added on the outside of here. Very salty, but evenly cooked on the inside. And these things are, you know, I guess they're good. I'm gonna try a full bite. Don't get one of these meatballs expecting a ground beef experience. There might be some beef in here. There's way more turkey and pork in here than beef. And I just think that overall they're okay. Your kids might like it. You might dig it. These things are way too small to make a meatball sub out of. This is maybe a fifth of the size. There's, you know, where I expect a size of Jupiter, this is like one of Jupiter's moons. In terms of size, so you're gonna have to load up like 20 of these to make a nice meatball sub. I would say taste overall is okay, quality is okay. This is the Gina Lina's Homestyle Meatballs, $3.99 for this bag. Quality was okay, taste was okay, price kind of pricey. I would say that this is a mediocre meatball at best. I give this a 2-star. As always, I'm your host Greg, the Frozen Food Master, and now it's question of the day time. What do you like? What's the best dish with meatballs in it that you like? Could be vegetarian meatballs if that's the way you decide to go, or maybe it's turkey meatballs, or maybe it's ground beef meatballs, or whatever you'd like. What is your favorite dish that contains meatballs? As I mentioned, I'm Greg, the Frozen Food Master. This has been another review of Freezerburns. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.